Welcome, everybody. Oh, bow. Welcome to episode 33 of the American Idiot Show. Dal's running a little late, but we wanted to get started because we know everybody's time is valuable. We know that my boy Josh over here, his time is also valuable. We've been trying. Speaking of time, Josh, we have been waiting a long time, you and I, to do a show together. I've been polluting your chats for probably about a year now. Absolute prodigy this kid is, and look, like I've been a fan before I was a peer. First of all, I want to say that. So big up, Josh, True Gooner. Welcome to the show, man. How you doing? You good?
Mate, firstly, I want to say big up to you, TJ. Pleasure to be on here as well. You know, I've been watching you as well for a year, and yeah, as you said, long overdue, man. And I'm finally glad the time's come. But yeah, man, I'm privileged to be here. I mean, I've been watching this American Idiot show. So many great people in there as well, and yeah, buzzing to be here. And yeah, big up to TJ. Big up to Dow as well. I know he's late, but yeah, absolute legend. And also, I was saying before in backstage about big up Connor as well for like the like all the work he does for your channel is insane. It is absolutely insane. So yeah, man, I'm all good, thanks. I'm glad international break is over. If you don't know, by the way, I'm half Italian, so I do support the national football team.
Did you support Italy over England?
It was a tough one, man. Half my family were English, and the other half was Italian. But for the past couple of years, because Italy win trophies, you know, so I started with Italy, and we ended up losing to England. So yeah, very awkward, but I'm glad it's over, and Arsenal back in town, man, this weekend. So I'm buzzing.
Yeah, no, I'm absolutely buzzing too, and we're gonna get into the game. Let's say hi to everybody in the chat first, though. Yes, Carl Rossi is correct. Smash the likes up quick, people. I don't want to wait for the likes, and I'm not gonna go out there and beg for the likes. So let's get up to 25 likes on this stream while me and Josh absolutely cook and entertain you guys this afternoon, because that's what it's all about. That's what it's all about at the end of the day. Big up Mama Flossie. It's okay. Big up the best mod on YouTube. Jordan's in here. Big up Jordan every single time. Luca, what up, my guy? And then we got Niall Kane. Big up Niall. Big up Niall Kane. Yes, absolute legend. And then we got Jez in the chat as well. Josh, do you know what Gooner means?
I found out a few weeks ago, actually. So I'm gonna have to change my name. Honestly, no.
It's all about that history, man.
Mate, three years ago, I started my channel, yeah, and I was about, because I'm 15 now, so I was about 12. I was 12 years old, so I didn't have a clue. So I literally done one of those random generators, yeah, and I typed up, I put the keyword Arsenal when it came up with True Gooner. I thought, oh, I'll use that. But I recently found out what it meant like a week ago, but. Man, I'm gonna keep it, man. I'm gonna keep it.
Yeah, you got. I mean, it's all about the branding sometimes, you know. And then it's not, you know, it's not easy to change a name. You got a brand. You got a brand right now.
It's true.
Big up Jez inside. Make sure that if you are not following Arsenal history more, go over there and subscribe right now. Jez is an absolute legend. 15 in the chat now. No, it's what does that mean? 15 in the chat now. What are you talking about? I don't know what you're talking about, Drew. You're not making sense. Not making sense, my guy. I'm taking time out from swinging around New York. Old because I'm not. Am I having trouble reading? Like, are these comments just like? Did I forget how to read? Because I just can't do it. We are Gunners. Yes, absolutely. Hugo. Every time Hugo's in the chat, I gotta say Hugo. Big up Hugo every single time. All right, we're gonna get into this. We got 12 inside. Make sure that you are smashing the likes. We want 25 likes by the end of the show. All right. So, Josh, Arsenal are back. Thank goodness. But I think we're going to talk about the injury situation. Injuries going into the international break were a huge concern with us. Obviously, we were missing Bukayo Saka for the Manchester City match, which we ended up winning. Thank goodness. But we got Saka fighting to get back into the lineup, man, and I think that's a huge spark. So it's one of those things where I think we're coming out of the international break healthier than we came in, which is a
Mm.
huge thing. What do you think, and how are you thinking our posture is heading out of the international break?
Yeah, I agree. I think it's definitely a lot better than before. But yeah, look, this whole thing with Saka, man. Do you know he was actually going to play if it wasn't? I think it was Arsenal who withdrew him, but Southgate actually picked him originally, so he was actually going to play for England. And I was like, that can't be happening. But this is the thing with Saka, yeah. I agree. I think he gets overplayed, and I think there's been a common theme towards the end of the seasons, which I've noticed with Saka, is because he plays quite a lot. He sort of gets run down, and his form drops massively. And I don't really blame him. I think he's one of our best players, if not the best. Yeah. So of course, as fans, we want to see him play every single game. But does he really have a proper backup there, which is Reece Nelson there? Can you really rely on someone like Reece Nelson to come in with the competition? We got to compete in, by the way, the likes of the Champions League, the Premier League. Can you really expect Saka to play the Premier League, Champions League? Say we've got a big game, like for example, this game, we've got Chelsea on the Saturday, but then we've got a big game against Sevilla. We've got to win the game against Sevilla. Can we really rely on Saka to play both of those? And I look at it, I think we don't have a proper backup. I don't think Reece Nelson is that guy. And I think this is why in January we have to go and get. And this should have been done in the summer, TJ. Yeah, we should have.
Yeah, no, it should have been.
Someone like Pedro Neto is the main guy we're gonna have to get as a backup. We definitely need someone there to back him up. Otherwise, this is going to keep happening. And I also blame a little bit on the manager, because the key game was when we played against Bournemouth and we was 2-0 up. The game was pretty much done and dusted. And he kept on playing him. He could have easily bought him off. And funny enough, we had a Champions League game against Lens on the Tuesday, right?
Yeah.
He could have brought him off, but no, he kept him on, and he ended up getting injured. And then he played the game against Lens and he got injured. So I think there's a clear problem, and there's a big risk of this keep happening with Saka. But at the same time, look, I think, do we really have a proper backup for him? Someone who can step in, and I'm not saying be on the better level than Saka, because there's not many winners in the world who are better than Saka.
There aren't.
He's world class, but at least someone who can do a job there. Someone like Reece Nelson, I'm not too keen on.
Well, no, unless your name is like Moussa Diaby or Salah. Like you're not gonna compare with Saka, in my opinion. I mean, it's extremely hard to do so. I think Jesus filled in really, really well for him during Man City. I thought he put in a shift. It wasn't groundbreaking, but he was able to do the job, and that's on the wings is his natural position. But it's one of those things where I don't want to see Jesus on the wings, because that means we have Eddie Nketiah in the middle, or even worse, Kai Havertz. You know what I mean? So I agree with you. We gotta go out. We gotta get a right winger, or we gotta go out and get an actual proper number 10. Ivan Toney.
Of course, man. Of course.
Like I think we all agree with that. But man, like I just think that Saka coming back is going to be a huge thing. So do you think that we're going to get our best front three this weekend with Saka coming back? Because I don't think I think Saka's coming back. If Arteta's saying, oh yeah, he's pushing, then he will come back. I'm really, really glad that we got 20. What is it? We gave him a 2-week break.
Yeah.
He didn't play for England, and things are looking rosy. Do you think we're going to see our best front three?
I hope we do, but you know what it is with Arteta and his press conferences is like a week ago. I mean, he's so mysterious when it comes to his press conferences, yeah. Because a week ago, funny enough, it was the Man City one. It was asked about Saka, obviously, and he was like, Saka's going to be in contention for the game against Man City. We all know he missed it, and then he said a similar thing for this press conference against Chelsea. We have to wait and see what happens with Saka, but I think, yeah, you make a good point. I mean, 2 weeks. He's not played international football. He's had a 2-week rest. Personally, I think we have to sign him for this game. It's a massive game. I think, yeah, we start that front three, in my opinion, of Saka, Jesus down the middle. And yeah, I agree with you. I think he was good on the right-hand side, but I don't like him playing there because, as you said, Nketiah has to go up front, and I don't rate Nketiah whatsoever. And, Jesus has played, I think, 2 games as the main striker, and he scored 2 goals against PSV and Sevilla, playing as that main striker. So, yeah. Saka on the right, Jesus down the middle, and then obviously Martinelli on the left. But yeah, I hope we play, and hopefully, and he needs to play Saka if he's fully fit, because it's a massive game like this. And I get we've got a Champions League game on Tuesday, which is another big game, but man, we got to win this game. So yeah, for me, play that front three.
Play that front three. No, absolutely. So what's your and actually, you know what? Let's go to the chat first real quick, because they were saying some funny shit earlier. Just real quick. Somebody said, hold on, this is funny. 15 in the chat now. I get what he's saying. Did he say he's 15 years old? Yes, Josh is 15 years old. This kid is a prodigy. Okay, swinging with the big boys. No, I'm serious. Like I've been watching him since he was 14. Like the kid is knowledgeable. He knows his stuff. Like and he's what do you want? Like 4K subscribers?
5.4 now. So
yeah, 5.4. Yeah. Give me a break. The guy's an absolute ledge. It's unbelievable. Man. So yeah, get your questions in for Josh as well as you like. Let's keep the interaction with the chat going. Yeah, Bargov, big up Bargov every time. Chelsea is a fantastic team with a wonderful defense and a great counterattack. Saliba and Gabriel can't handle. Yeah, I'm real scared. I'm real scared. I'm quivering. Give me a break. Big up long-haired Yeti. Dump that bum Havertz and Nketiah if you want to win the Champions League and Prem League. Hey, you're speaking my language, bro. I don't want to see this guy I don't want to see either of them anywhere near the Champions League or anywhere near the starting 11 against Chelsea. But we probably will see Havertz against Chelsea if I'm not mistaken. For me, Arteta has to win the Premier League or the Champions League, or he needs to be sacked. No excuses. No, I mean that's fair. It's just will the Kroenkes agree with you? I don't think they will, but we'll see. We'll see. And then Drew Gunner says that New York comment was related to playing Spider-Man 2. Okay, see, you got to be more specific. Drew, I think you're smoking too much. I think you're smoking like just a little bit more. And then big up Jacob, my pro club's teammate, United Spurs of America. Big up Jacob every single time. Jacob, when you're going live, I'll send people over your way. Big up. Yeah. So get your questions in. Guys. But going back to the Chelsea thing, I mean, are we underestimating Chelsea? I don't think we are, because they're the walking wounded right now. And even when they did not have as many injuries, obviously we haven't seen Christopher Nkunku this season, but I still don't see where the goals come from. I still don't see how or who is going to score on us. Obviously, Sterling is great. Mudryk has the potential to come in here and do a job, but he just, at the same time, he just scored against bartenders and electricians from Malta, and he was like knee sliding all over the pitch and stuff. So I don't think that there's too much of a scoring threat from Chelsea, which is why I'm not writing them off, but I'm not writing them off, but I am at the same time. Like, what do you think, Josh? Do you think it's going to be a game at Stamford Bridge? Like, am I being too overconfident? Or Gunner's being too overconfident?
Nah, look, I think we've got a right to be confident, yeah. But I think it's London Derby. They've always been, Chelsea and Arsenal always been, a quality game every time we play them. But what I will say is there's a difference, because back a few years ago, when we was going to Stamford Bridge, I'm sure Arsenal fans can agree, I wouldn't say scared, but we was sort of worried, because our record was horrendous at Stamford Bridge. A few years ago, we was getting, I remember the game we got piped 6-0. I think it was Wenger's 1000th game.
Yeah.
And the ref sent off, I think the ref sent off Kieran Gibbs, and it's meant to be Oxlade-Chamberlain, but we got backed in the game. But yeah, and I remember Eden Hazard completely ripping us apart. But the past couple of seasons, I mean, actually on Arteta at Stamford Bridge, we've been getting some good results. Obviously, last season was a 1-0 win when Aubameyang came up before the game, said nothing personal, and we celebrated right in his face. So, yeah, and yeah, that was quality. And then obviously, even when they won the Champions League, I think we beat them 1-0 when Smith Rowe scored, and the 4-2 game as well when we came off the back of losing 3 games in a row against Southampton, Brighton, and Palace, and we ended up, everyone was writing us off because Chelsea had 2 called us flying, and we beat them 4-2 there. So the recent record at Stamford Bridge is actually in our favour, and of course that's got to continue this tomorrow. But yeah, are you? No, I think we've got a right to be confident, TJ. Look, we're joint top of the league. Yeah, we're unbeaten, and we've been getting the results. And what I will say about this season, yeah, is I don't think performances. I don't think we've got at our fluent best yet in terms of our performance wise. I don't think performances have been as good as they were last season. I think last season we were there, start of the season, smashing teams apart, killing games off as well. But this season we are getting results, and as I said, we are joint top of the league, and I better say like that. And hopefully we win and Spurs lose, and we go above them, because I hate seeing them top of the league, of course. But yeah, man, I think we have a right to be confident, and obviously with Chelsea, they are coming off the back of winning 3 games in a row, so they're going to be up for it. They'll be fired up. They're going to be full of confidence as well. And I get it. They played against Burnley. They expect to beat Burnley. They played against Fulham. Expect to beat Fulham. They got a good win against Brighton, though, in the Cup. The Zerbi's Brighton, who are very, very good side. But yeah, we should be really beating this Chelsea side, TJ. I think we should go there. And what we'll give them is, I think they're very good in the transition of how they play. But as you said, they're packed with injuries. I mean, they have not even seen Nkunku play yet. They've not even seen Lavia play yet. Caicedo started off slow for them. But we've got to watch out for him. Remember when he plays against us for Brighton last season? I think they played him right back. And
they played Caicedo right back against us, and they beat us 4-0. And he got man of the match, dude. Oh my God.
So yeah, he's most likely going to turn up against Arsenal. Obviously, probably Mudryk as well, knowing that it's written in the stars, knowing that we was about to buy him, and he's going to probably start. And he's been on I think he scored an international break for Ukraine, his first goal. He scored for them, his first goal for Chelsea.
Yeah, that was what I was saying. He's like knee sliding in in front of a bunch of what do they call it? Malta freaking PE teachers. I'm just like, really, dude? Like, come on, have some shame, bro. Like, really?
But yeah.
Anyway, sorry.
Yeah, but
that was ridiculous.
With I think you make a good point with Chelsea. They're definitely not clinical enough this season. That's been one of their main, which is resorted to where they are this season, is clinically they've not been that great. I don't rate Jackson, to be honest. I think Chelsea fans, I think you need to get another striker. I know it's early on to say, but honestly, I call him the BTEC Aubameyang. Like, I don't think he's good enough for Chelsea. He's not impressed with one bit. So big up Dow, by the way.
Big up Dow, yes.
But yeah, man, I'm very confident. I think we've got a right to be confident, and I think we're going to go there and get the 3 points. I think it'd be really tough, though. I think it's be a very tight game. Lots of fouls as always is, probably lots of controversy as always. But I'm very confident, man, and I think we will go and get the 3 points.
Yeah, 100%. Dow, how you doing, bro? You good?
Pretty good, man. I'm sorry I'm late. I have a general contractor upstairs looking at our bathroom to demo the shower and all that stuff.
Oh,
I had a leak from our upstairs bathroom or shower a few weeks ago. So the contractor's here, and it looks like it's going to cost me about $15,000. So
that's nice.
Yeah, fun. So sorry I'm late, guys. Good to see you, Josh. Thanks for joining. Love your channel. Love your content. Make sure everyone's following True Gunner. How you doing, TJ?
Dude, I'm great. No, me and Josh are just chopping it up, man. I was giving him his flowers because he's 15 years old and he's on like 5K subs. Absolutely killing it.
5K, my God. You're 15, man, youngin.
Yeah, he's a youngin, but the guy knows ball though. That's the thing. It's just like I'm out here learning, bro. I'm out here learning. Yeah, big up Connor inside. Yeah, Connor, he's here so we can use your layout now. There you go. There you go, Connor. There you go. But Dow, how are you feeling? How are you feeling about this game on the weekend against Chelsea? Are you confident? Are we overconfident?
No, I don't think we're overconfident, but I'm not overconfident. I think it's going to be a straight ahead game. I think it's going to be 3-0. I don't see us, we contain 2 or 3 of their players. Declan Rice will have a great game. Odegaard hopefully will show up because it is a big game. We don't want him just to kind of be a passenger. If Rice and Saliba, Gabriel, and Jesus, and I'm not sure about Saka. If they can just have good games and be mistake free, we can beat them, bro. I don't see us, if we play the game the way we're supposed to play and we have our plan A and we go out there and attack, press hard, communicate, concentrate, there's no way they can beat us, bro. We're just better in all parts of the pitch than them. They also have some pretty significant injuries. still.
Yeah.
I think we're only really missing Saka, if I'm wrong, right? So I don't know. I think they're ripe to be had, and we've beaten them, I think, 3 times now at Stamford Bridge. So yeah, let's do what we got to do. I just don't see them building anything. I don't see those locking us into our back half. I don't see them, really pressuring us for most of the game. Pochettino will have a plan, but it's going to all fall apart for sure.
No, I agree. I agree with you, and I agree with Carl Rossi too. The performances we've had this season did not give me any reason to be confident in these games. No, I hear what you're saying, Carl Rossi. And here's the one thing that I mentioned. I don't remember what show it was on, but I get scared in games like this that we're gonna beat ourselves. That's what I'm afraid of. So when you're talking about coming off the international break, you supposedly have a healthy Partey, obviously, but he went off limping against the United States, by the way. So hopefully that was just a knock and he's fine. But you have Partey back, you have everybody in our midfield. Sans like Trossard, who can play in the midfield, I think is out and injured for this match, but everybody else is healthy. So are we going to go back to that ridiculous, 3-4-3? Partey inverting from right back into the midfield to shoehorn Kai Havertz into the lineup again? Like that's what I get scared of. Or maybe this is a question for you guys. Do you think Arteta is done trying to shoehorn Kai Havertz into the starting 11? Yeah, you hit it, Josh.
I think I'll go. With this Kai Havertz thing, I think he better be done with this, because I'm not having Partey play at the right back again. What we did on the first 3 games of the season, just to force Havertz into that midfield. Because clearly it doesn't work. And I can't believe it's been. I think we've only seen 2 games, this season. One against Monaco and one in the Community Shield for Man City, when we've only seen Partey and Rice play together in the midfield. We when we all signed Declan Rice, well, I personally thought we was going to see him, our perfect player to go alongside Thomas Partey. Them two in midfield with Odegaard in front. What a midfield that is. But we've not seen that in a proper competitive game yet this season. And I think it's all to force Havertz in, and Havertz in that midfield role, just we need to find somewhere else for him. Yeah, I mean, the only games I say he played well was the Man City game when he played as a striker, like the centre forward role, and when he came off the bench and he actually got that assist when he came off centre forward. But in the midfield role, he just goes ghost. He slows down the play for us, and he ghosts majority of the games. So yeah, I really hope Arteta doesn't go back to that system, playing Partey inverted right back and playing Havertz in the midfield, because it just simply doesn't work. But Arteta probably will do that. Are
you done with the Kai Havertz experiment? Where are you at on that?
Look, with me and Kai, my thoughts on Kai Havertz is don't play him in that midfield. I think I agree what you said at the start. Yeah, bench player. He's a bench player, and this is what I was saying before. And when I made the transfer video, when we first signed him, when there's players like James Maddison we could have got for 40 million, who's now at our rivals, ripping up at Tottenham, been probably one of the player of the season so far. When we could have got him for 40 million, but instead, no, we decided to splash 65 million on Kai Havertz from Chelsea. I'm not blind. We're not blind. We've seen this guy play for 3 years at Chelsea. To suggest he's not good enough. He's inconsistent, and he's not clinical enough. And I've already seen at Arsenal in the Community Shield, he missed some good chances, man. Like, you've got to be burying. But no, look, I think he needs to be on the bench, TJ. He needs to be on the bench, or we need to maybe try him, because we haven't seen him yet. To be fair to him, we haven't seen him play in this like attacking midfielder role where where Odegaard plays as more of like an attacking midfielder. I haven't seen him play there yet. I think that's where he played at Leverkusen. But I was shocked I think everyone was, when we literally refunded Chelsea the money back for Kai Havertz. They literally splashed like 70 mil for him, and have the refund. Yeah. I just don't understand it, man.
McDonald's and Yeah, I think you're right. For me, when we signed him, we kind of all knew that he was kind of crap, right? We knew he wasn't really a Prem player. Definitely wasn't a Chelsea level player. Few goals at Bayer Leverkusen. He was really good in Champions League for them and Europa League. But to me, it's just like we have to put him up front now because other than that, we don't know where to play him, and he's just a passenger. At least up front, we know that he's just in that position. You know what I mean, guys? That he can't really get lost up there because he doesn't have the duties of necessarily going back and defending, and then of course the duties of running up the pitch again and trying to be the Granit Xhaka now. But the thing is that if he's up front, you can just keep him there, right?
Yeah.
I think there's some productivity to be had there, but when we officially got him, to of course everyone's surprised, I thought for sure he was just going to be a sub for Odegaard. You know,
Yeah,
because he really does play Odegaard's position, like Josh said. So, you know, forcing him into the team, I think Arteta's kind of over that hill. I think he knows that having Partey at right back wasn't a solid solution, and I think at the time Gabriel had a knock as well. So there was reasons why he wasn't in the first couple games, and of course he was linked to Saudi Arabia, Juventus, etc. Going back to Kai Havertz, he shouldn't start. Either should Eddie Nketiah. But now with Trossard out, basically, you think you're going to see probably Havertz up front at some time. I just don't think it's going to be the beginning of the game. Or maybe he'll play on the wing. I don't know. But Saka's out too, as far as I know.
Is he not coming back? I thought he was fighting to get back. I thought he would want to be back.
I don't know if he'll start.
Oh yeah, fair.
Yeah, so
then that means we're gonna see Eddie Nketiah or Kai Havertz up top. Who would you rather see?
Probably Kai Havertz.
Yeah.
Honestly,
We are at the point. This is how far we've fallen, guys. Is that if we have to play somebody up the middle because we have to put Jesus at the right, we're talking about Kai Havertz in the 9.
Right. But we're talking also about right. But Kai Havertz, his talent didn't just leave when he left Bayer Leverkusen, right? His 19 goals or whatever he scored that one season for them just doesn't evaporate over time. I mean, there really is a player there, obviously, but it's trying to get him to play, number one, the Arsenal way, and number two, he's got to not be so rigid. We got to let this kid sometime express himself. So if we keep fighting the battle that Kai Havertz is an Arsenal player, we're just going to go around in circles because the fact of the matter is he's here, right?
Yeah,
and he's got his little tap to Martinelli for the assist. All more power to him. Hopefully, it's confidence. We're still on that hope strategy that Southern Gunner talked about. At the end of last season or the beginning of this season, we're riding a wave of hope. 5 goals from penalties, deflections. It's not looking like we're going to score goals from open play, and I'm sure you guys talked about this earlier in the chat. We're really in a kind of a bind now where we have to play Havertz and Eddie possibly, together again, the dynamic duo. It really says where we're at as a club for recruitment. It really comes down to, again, recruitment. And if this January, if we don't do the business, I don't even think we're in the title run. Because Tottenham are going to do business, Newcastle are going to do business, City are probably going to pick up a player or two because they're not going to let this go. They're not going to let us just beat them 1-0 and let the house of cards fall. I think that game, with us beating them, is going to be the catalyst to start their season again.
Yeah, I agree. Gunnar ER is bringing the A1 sarcasm today. This chat is absolutely elite. Big up everybody inside.
He's a god.
Yeah. Make sure you're smashing the likes. You guys are cracking me up. We're already at 28 likes. Get us to 35. Let's go. Come on. Let's do it. And get your questions in for us, guys. We're gonna be here for probably about another be talking for another 15 minutes, and we're gonna get into predictions because Dal has to go back to work. I have to go back to work, and it is what it is. And he's we got to let Dal go talk to another contractor before he gets charged more money. But big up everybody inside. Make sure you're smashing the likes. And Ramsdale reportedly going to miss tomorrow due to the birth of his child. Well, we would start Rhea anyway. Like it's always I don't understand why people are like shipping Rhea down the river. Like I'm getting asked Rhea or Ramsdale, Rhea or Ramsdale. See, there's Tom Red asking. There's Tom Red asking Rhea or Ramsdale. No, I want to hear Josh. I want to hear Josh's on this because in my opinion, Rhea has not done anything wrong outside of the Lens playing out the back against Lens in the Champions League. That was the
No,
one.
but hold on. What about the Man City game? You almost got tackled about Alvarez.
Almost.
Oh Jesus!
He's look shaky, man. Come on, the
Bro,
past
he is
couple games he look shaky. He's
Almost.
I agree though. I'll go Raya as well.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I'll go Raya as well. Because I look at it now and I think, I think we can all see Raya's number one now, and I think Ramsdale knows this as well. But yeah, he's looked shaky, man. He's looked shaky. The past couple of games, like the Lons games, as you said, he was very, very shaky. Like what I said about him before when we signed him is very good with distribution, and I liked his composure. And he's trying out the first few games of when he came into our squad. Obviously, his composure on the ball. He looked very calm, very composed. Playing out from the back was superb. I said distribution wise was superb. Obviously, he made some quality saves as well. But the past couple of games is like that whole calmness is he looks more nervous the past couple of games. And is that because he knows he's got the pressure of being like, oh, he's number one. If he, F's up, then Ramsdale will come back in. But I look at it and I think, yeah, I agree. I would start Raya. And I think Arteta is going to start Raya as well. Well, of course, now he is because of the Ramsdale news. But I think even if that news was never there, I think Arteta would start Raya as well for this game. Because I do think he is our number one now. And Ramsdale's got a set and what Ramsdale's got to do now is when he gets his chance, which he got in the Carabao Cup, and he kept a clean sheet, to be fair, made some decent saves. I know it was against Brentford, the Carabao Cup, but when he does get his chance, he's got to step up and he's got to take it, and he's got to say, I'm here as well. So, and Arteta, he's going to have to give Arteta a selection headache with the goalkeepers, So, but yeah, I like both of the goalkeepers, man. I think for the first time we've got two quality goalkeepers. I mean, when was the last time we really had two quality goalkeepers? We've had good ones, like we had like Leno in the past. We had Emi Martinez as number ones. We've had obviously Jens Lehmann as well back in the day. David Seaman, as we all know. But two quality back to back. I mean, some of the backup goalkeepers have been horrendous. Like Runarsson. I remember we had Runarsson as a backup at one point. We had like Fabianski.
I was going to bring up Fabianski.
Yeah, recently we had Matt Turner, but
don't put disrespect on David Almira's name.
But no, man, I think they're both two quality goalkeepers, and I think, as I said, we haven't had that in ages at Arsenal.
Yeah. No, I agree. What do you? Am I overgassing Raya?
Yes. Look at the mistakes. He almost stopped at the fucking City, bro. I seriously, like, my jaw hit the ground when Julian Alvarez almost put that in the back of the net.
Yeah. Oh, my heart left.
What are you doing? I don't like it when we play the ball at the back in any way, shape, or form. I don't care if it's
Arteta's telling him to do that.
Raya. I don't care if it was Mad Jens. Mad Jens wasn't doing that, bro. He had arms like branches. He was just launching the ball, But that's what he's got to do. And Raya is definitely better at distribution, but he lost a lot of points with me, man, on that City first half. Our man RD says it got better in the second. That's true, but it would have gotten better if we were 1-0 down. It would have been an onslaught. It would have been 4-5-0 or 4-5-1 because they would have smelt blood and killed us. And Ray is shaky, man. I don't know. They're both decent goalkeepers, but he lost a lot of points with me in that City game, to be honest. If Ramsdale's not having a kid, for me, I'm picking Ramsdale.
I think he is.
I'm sorry. I just think that he's just, I don't know if he's like that better, but he's just, last season he was man of the match. What, 8-9 times?
Yeah.
Well, no, I'm not discounting what Ramsdale's done for us in the past, but you could say he's given us man of the match, but you also have to remember that freaking Southampton game too.
Yeah.
No, I know.
Like, he was capable of putting in a shocker.
Yeah, they both are. So I know goalies make mistakes. We've all, for us watching football, but we know goalies make mistakes. But to think that Raya is, like, let's say, another level better, I think is a miscalculation. I'm not saying he's better at things, distribution, but when it comes to like real shot stopping, no, I don't know, man. Ramsdale is pretty damn good, and he did have his mistakes at the end of last season, you know. But I think any goalkeeper in that position with the pressure we were under, you know, probably would have done the same thing. I don't know. I don't know, man. It's one of those things where it's like Josh said, it's kind of a good problem to have. But at the end of the day, I just think Ramsdale is just, you know, and I've said this before, TJ, sorry to keep going on, but
No, keep going. No, keep going.
he's built already the communication with the back four that Raya hasn't built yet. And anyone who knows football, has played football, especially defensive or a goalkeeper, having that communication, like synergy with your back four is priority, right? So I don't think Raya has that yet, right? He doesn't. You know, Saliba and Gabriel are comfortable with Ramsdale. They know what to expect. They know his voice. They know his movements because they've played with him now for so long. And so when you throw Raya in there, you can expect that the communication is not going to be as good. It's not going to be as clear or crisp. It's not going to be as intuitive. So, again, I'm just giving more props to Ramsdale right there just because of the communication that he already has with the back four.
Nope, I agree. I put a poll in the chat. I'm using polls now. We're a poll channel now. Pause. We are David Raya or Ramsdale. Put it in the chat, guys. Put it in the poll. Who is Arsenal's number one? Who is Arsenal's number one? Put it in there. Yeah, no, I agree with most of what you're saying, Dal. I'm just saying that I don't think Raya hasn't made a mistake that has truly cost us in the long run, I think. Whereas I just don't think he's lost the number one spot. I don't think he's lost.
It's going to happen. Like, he's going to make mistakes this season, right? And so there's a lot of fairness in what you're saying too, TJ, is you just give, you know, we brought Raya in for a reason, right? He's got his old goal coach with us. He's Spanish. I guess there's something there with Arteta and so forth. Whatever that means. Well, I mean, that's something to be said about it. It's not a huge deal, right? But the thing is that he hasn't really been tried yet. A few games. I mean, I think we can really make a determination towards the end of the season, right? If we think that Raya is good enough to keep because he is on loan, and keep as the number one, because I don't think we're going to keep him as a number two, right? He's not going to do his loan spell and then just sit on the bench, right?
Both of them aren't staying.
But we really can't make a full observation yet, like we can with Ramsdale. We know what Ramsdale's good at. We know what he's bad at. But communication with the back four, I still think, to me, if I'm a keeper, that's kind of paramount in how I just sort of go about each game each week, you know? It's that communication, and it's that important. And I just don't think Ray has established that yet.
No, fair. All right, we got 9 votes in, 9 votes, and it's like it's split literally down the middle. 56% for Ramsdale, 44%. 56% for Raya, 44% for Ramsdale. Damn. Okay. No, it's a divisive issue in the Arsenal fan base. I just, again, I don't think it's too. I just don't think it's. I don't think he's done enough to lose that number one spot, in my opinion. Yep. Smash the likes. Arsenal will smash Chelsea tomorrow. Yes, absolutely. Smash the likes. We're on 29 likes. Get us up to 35 likes, guys. For sure. Yes. Oh my goodness gracious! I started something.
Is Saka and Saliba out? I thought I saw somebody put that. Is Saliba out?
Put that in the chat. Somebody put that in the chat, but I don't believe it. Carl has a question for you. Will you answer that question while I look it up?
God's plan, bro. God's plan. I don't know what to tell you. And plus, I use moisturizer. Skin cream, Carl. Look into it.
Hold on.
That's funny.
Saka, Trossard.
Carl is the light of my life.
Good Lord. Yeah.
See, Nico's saying Saka, Saliba, Trossard is out. I know Trossard is out.
We knew Trossard was out. I did not know about Saliba.
Saka, I knew was very
like a toe injury or something like that. I don't know.
Saliba's the big one out of that for me. I mean, we saw Saliba out. We absolutely capitulated and looked absolute dog shit when he was out injured with his back. And the back injury, is one of those injuries I don't think ever really gets or goes away.
Mm-hmm.
It's one of those things that many people have recurring back issues, right, all their lives. and Saliba is still a young kid. He could have back issues throughout, his tenure at Arsenal and maybe even further in his football career.
If Saliba's out, are we gonna? Do you think we'll play Ben White centre back then, and then put Tomiyasu right back?
I hope not, because I want Ben White to.
I want Ben White right back as well.
On Sterling, right? If Sterling's on the left, I want Ben White on the right.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, maybe
I'm trying to find anything about that, but all doubts. Yeah, they're all doubts, but I don't know.
Those 3 are doubts.
We even with they're saying hamstring and high. Yeah, big up everybody in the chat. Hamstring and thigh for Saka. He's saying that he's doubtful. Party is going to be fine. Yeah, they're saying he's going to start. Saliba got a toe injury. Like, it's a toe injury. Like, obviously that's a big deal, but people are saying that, like, well, I'm looking at Football London and they don't think he misses the game for it. So yeah. Hendon put it in the chat before I even got there. Yeah. So there's. Okay. I'm not worried about it. But who do you guys knowing that injury, that injury news? Who's your starting 11, Josh? How do you start this game? You are Mikel Arteta. You have the best hair in the league. You look like
right.
a Go ahead.
Yeah. So I'll go obviously right in goal. Back 4, not in the news. I still got Ben White right back. I think as Dan make a great, you made a great point about Sterling. You know what? I've been impressed with Sterling. He seems to be picking up his form for Chelsea. So, and he could cause, I said if they put him on the right wing against Zinchenko, right? I was a bit, not too keen on that because, in my opinion, Zinchenko is very questionable defensively. Yeah, he's great going forward, and with the ball, technically gifted, superb, but defensively, that guy's suspect in my opinion. So against Sterling, he'll cause him some problems, I think. But if Sterling plays on the left against Ben White, I think Ben White will handle him, to be honest. And I think Ben White is quality right back, one of the best right backs in my opinion last season. The way how he overlaps is superb. He can actually cross the ball as well. And defensively, he's not even that bad. So Ben White right back. If Saliba's injured, I think you're going to have to go Jakob Kiwior then, aren't you? Because we ain't got no one else.
Tomiyasu.
Tomiyasu can play centre back. Yeah, yeah, that's a good shout because he played there for Brentford, didn't he, in the Carabao Cup? Mm-hmm. So yeah, that's a great shout actually. Yes, I'll go Tomiyasu then. Gabriel obviously on the other side. Zinchenko left back, and this got to be the midfield: Partey, Declan Rice, and Odegaard. And then that front three, as I said at the start, Saka on the right, Martinelli on the left, and Jesus up top for me.
Yes, 110%. I agree. And look, if Saka's injured, like we should have enough, even with Saka out, we should have enough to put these guys to the sword. Like and like we were talking about. So I'm with you on that starting 11. I'll go through my starting 11 in a second, but I would be. Don't be shocked that if Saka is still injured and he doesn't make the squad, you're going to see Jesus on the right, Kai Havertz up top, and Martinelli on the left, because I'm telling you, this could happen. And our fans, our side of the fan base are going to be punching their keyboards out of frustration because they're going to. I think Arteta's going to start. I honestly think Arteta is going to start Havertz tomorrow. I think he's going. In like some sort of attempt at a Disney movie, like he's going to go back and score on his old club and everything's going to be good and all the fan base is going to love him again. I really think so. I'll give you what I think, what I want, and then I'm going to give you what I think Arteta is going to do. So I'm going to go obviously Raya in goal, Zinchenko, Gabriel, Saliba if he's not injured, and then Ben White on the right. That writes itself. Midfield Partey, Rice, Odegaard, left Martinelli, Jesus, and then Saka on the right. And if Saka isn't on the right, then Jesus on the right and Havertz in the 9. I'm going to tell you right now though, I bet you Havertz is in the 9 tomorrow. I bet you Havertz is in the 9. Because he's not, I don't think he's going to play him in midfield, and he scored, and he got the one assist against Man City. So now all is forgiven now.
Yeah, right.
Josh, all is forgiven.
A 1 foot tap.
Yeah.
That's Jesus. I know it is, but
Party.
But I'm
Dude,
going with
Tom
your
McCartney.
complete lineup too, TJ. Completely what you said. Sorry, Josh. I had to talk to the contractor. I missed part of that.
No worries, all man.
But I'm going with you, TJ. 100%. That's our best lineup. That four, that midfield, that front three. If Saka's not playing, Jesus on the right and Havertz up front. I don't want him anywhere near the midfield. I don't think Eddie's even close to being remotely good for Arsenal.
Mhm.
I Eddie can go in the game where we're already 3-0 up in the 89th minute. Eddie, go for it. Go run around. Just go run, son. Just go run everywhere.
Yeah,
but obviously that lineup, I think TJ's right. We're gonna have the back four is fine. We're gonna have Zinchenko invert and Rice go up the pitch, and it's gonna be a massive, massive problem for Chelsea.
Yeah,
I just don't see them getting out of our pinch, man. I just think that they're gonna be up for it, but once we start pressing them, bro, they're gonna let that ball go so quick.
Yeah, no, I agree.
There's no one there to really galvanize that team. They have no real leaders in the team.
Yeah, no.
Too many
AFC.
injuries.
Yep, AFC always. Martinelli should be good to start, but Trossard is out. Don't know what happened to Trossard, but yeah, he's out. He didn't go on international duty, and he's out.
If Saka's not injured, I know this sounds crazy. If Saka's not injured, I would even look at putting, Jesus on the left and Martinelli up front. I've been wanting Martinelli to play up front for a long time. I think he's played there once or twice last season, but he's in good form. He's injury free. He's got the wind behind his back for his goal against City.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe there's something there. But Gabriel is still the one that we need up front there if we're not going to bring in Victor Osimhen or Tony just yet.
Yeah, Tom Red, you're right. Like this, I mean, this is the lineup again. Like if Saliba's out, but hopefully that's not the case. Hopefully that's not the case.
He wants Eddie instead of Kai.
Yeah, well, I still don't see how people are making excuses for Eddie and Kedia, but we move. All right, guys, let's get into predictions. We're 45 minutes in. We're going to get into predictions. Make sure that you guys are smashing the likes. Make sure that you are participating with us. Again, there are 17 legends in the chat, so make sure that that's going to be a little bit too much for me to keep up with. So if you want to be included on the infamous Excel spreadsheet, make sure that you are putting your predictions in the comments after the video ends. And obviously, make sure that you are subbing to Josh Truegooner. His link is in the title of the video. So make sure that you are going over there and you are subbing to this absolute prodigy, absolute stud. Let's get into it over here. All right. Connor's going to get real angry with me if I don't do the brand right. So there we go. No, man, he told me he's like messaging me threatening messages. He's just like, TJ, you can't do this.
I didn't know he was that violent.
Dang. Yeah, no, he was.
Connor with the bipolar. Just kidding, Connor.
Yeah.
Shout out to bipolar and that's not nice. Sorry.
All right.
I can't.
Here we go.
Connor as an individual.
No, I don't. I've seen Connor angry, but that's only when we're dealing with those clowns over at Tottenham away. Okay. By the way, Stella, I know you're watching because you're trying to clip me up. All right, guys. We gotta get into last week. And you know what? Mama Flossie isn't here. So like I'm not gonna. Well, is it okay if I do this to I feel bad doing it to Mama Flossie though.
Don't do it.
I can't do it to Mama Flossie, so we got to do it to you, Dal. I'm doing it to you then.
Fair.
You blew it!
Every time.
I gotta do it. Sorry. Right. So coming in last, but she's first in our hearts. We have Mama Flossie. Then Dal coming in fourth. Or I guess tied third, and then Gunnar and Jaminho both put in okay performances, and then me, I'm just absolutely killing it. I'm not gonna lie. Hold on.
It's pretty amazing.
Yeah, no, I'm absolutely killing it out here. So don't worry about it. Don't hate. It's okay. So yeah, again in the chat, put in your predictions, guys. Sorry,
much.
you guys are absolutely hilarious. Are we ever? Are we? We're never going to outrun bottling the league last year, and we're never going to outrun it.
Nuts. Dude, that's seriously one of the. I mean, I've been, like I said, I've been following this club for almost 25 years. That was literally one of the biggest letdowns in my life.
That was very, very bad.
Like one of the
I picked
biggest.
I picked a bad year. I picked a bad season to start on YouTube. Just getting absolutely rinsed wherever I go. Okay, we'll start with the guest first. Josh, we got Everton visiting Liverpool, Merseyside derby.
Yeah, Merseyside derby. I think this will be a good game. We know Everton. You know, Sean Dyche ball, Brexit, all that stuff. Yeah, like you know what you're gonna get with Everton. You know they'll try and rough you up, and so I think that's what they do with Liverpool. It's a derby. I reckon I'm gonna predict there's gonna be a red card in this game as well. Whoever it's gonna be to, we have to wait and see. But yeah, I'm gonna predict there's definitely gonna be a red card in this game. But I'm gonna go Anfield. Liverpool should have this, and they should really keep a clean sheet. But no, there's been this common theme with Liverpool. Like they start off the game slow and like they always go a goal down, and then second half FC, and they come alive and they end up winning the game 3-1. But no, I'm going to go with a clean sheet for Liverpool. 2-0 home win against Everton.
2-0. All right, 2-0. What do you got?
3-0. All the reasons what Josh said. Liverpool's just way too.
Yeah, I'm going 3-0 too. I'm going 3-0 too. Jordan, I could never forget about you, bro. Don't worry about that. I could never forget about you, bro. You're everywhere. Yeah, I'm going 3-0. I'm going 3-0. Everton won't score. They will not score. Burnley visiting Brentford. What do you got, Josh?
Oh, Brentford against Burnley. You know what, Brentford with Withers up front. I don't think Withers is that clinical. You know, I remember him against Arsenal. We missed about 3, 4, 5 chances. I don't know. I think Brentford will be out this season, and I think they're at home. But could we see Vincent Kompany, turn up for this game? Again, Burnley haven't really got into their kick himself since how well they're playing in the Championship. And I know it's a different league, but yeah, they ain't been that great. So I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go draw. I'll sit on the fence. I'll go 1-1.
Okay. No, and that was one of the worst predictions I've ever made, by the way. I predicted that Burnley would finish like 10th in that.
Oh, but yes, so did I.
I thought that they were going. I thought that they were going to go live and like go deep in the FA Cup. I think my out of the somebody asked me what's your like crazy prediction, and I said Burnley makes the FA Cup semifinal, and that is not going to happen.
Christ.
That is not going to happen. They are not good. Dal, what do you got, man?
I'm gonna go 2-1 Brentford.
Yeah,
I don't think, like Josh says, Whistle's not that good. I don't think Brentford is anything really without Ivan Toney. 2-1. I think Burnley might get a goal.
You got 2-1. Okay.
Yeah, Burnley might get one. They could probably get one on a set piece. Yeah, and I don't think Burnley has. Quote me if I'm wrong, but Jaminho. But I don't think Burnley has any Premier League players. I don't think they have any players that have ever played in the Premier League before. I
think Sander Berg. That's it.
Maybe the one.
Yeah.
Good shout. So yeah, 2-1 Brentford, and Brentford are not that good. Brentford are not near as good as they were last season. So
no, they aren't. I'm going 3-1 Brentford. 3-1 Brentford. I'm going 3-1 Brentford. Don't worry. Yeah. Don't worry. I put see? Brutal. Brutal takes, Tom. Brutal takes.
I don't understand. Just because of Vincent Kompany?
No, because they absolutely cooked in the Championship.
Yeah.
Like they won it convincingly.
World difference, though. I mean,
I know. I didn't think they would be like dead last, like haven't won a game yet.
I thought, yeah.
Awful
I'll be right back.
Anyway, Wolves visiting Bournemouth. What do you got, Josh?
I don't know. I think this game, I reckon if Wolves beat Bournemouth, I reckon Bournemouth might sack their manager. You know what? I don't know about you, but I thought that was a baffling decision in the first place. To sack Gary O'Neill, who kept them up, and then to employ this guy who, literally, if Arteta and Unai Emery, if they had a baby, it would actually look like the Bournemouth manager. I'm telling you, like, but no, they've been shocking, man. And as I said, I reckon this guy could be the first manager to get sacked this season. Wolves, on the other hand, they got that fantastic win against Man City. Got a good point against Emery before international break, 1-1. Pedro Neto's been on fire for them for like 6 assists so far this Premier League season. We all know we got a game in January. But I'm going to go with a 2-1 away win for Wolves.
2-1 away for Wolves. Okay. Yeah, Bournemouth they are not good going forward. Like watching them play against Arsenal, it was seriously like watching a championship team go up against Arsenal. And I don't even think Arsenal missed a lot of chances against them too. Like I really wasn't impressed with Bournemouth going forward. I really wasn't. I was nervous about going there, but they're just not very good. That being said, Wolves have the capability to show up. So I'm going to go. I'm cheating off you. I'm going 2-1 Wolves too. What do you got, Dow?
Oh, Bournemouth Wolves. The Wolves do have the capability to show up, and so does Bournemouth. I think that's just going to be 1-1.
1-1 draw.
Yeah, both teams will cancel each other out.
All right. Fair. All right. Anthony, come on, man.
He says it every single time. do you guys think I look at Arteta?
No.
Thank you. Big up, man.
Luton Town visiting Nottingham Forest. Yeti. They're going to Yeti's Cave.
Ooh, that's a scary place.
Forest, to be fair, they're actually decent at home, aren't they? Forest, wherever the ground is. But I reckon it's be one of those cagey games, not many goals, very tight. I reckon Luton will be hard to break down. I'm going to go with a 1-0 Nottingham Forest at home win.
1-0 Forest. Hey, Dow.
Sorry, Yeti. This is the weekend Luton shows up.
Ooh!
I've given him so many different scores. I think it's an 8-0 and 1, and he sent me to the sin bin again. Oh, gosh. That is going to be a tight game, but Nottingham Forest. I mean, position by position, Forest is much better. Just name recognition and what they've done. I got to go 3-0. I just don't think Luton.
Forest.
I just don't think Luton has any firepower, really.
I think if this was at Kenilworth Road, it would be a different conversation. But I'm going 2-0 Forest.
Send the SAS, not the SAS.
No.
What's the SAS? Josh Secret Assassin Service or something?
Isn't it like Britain? It's Britain's like equivalent to the Marines or something like that.
Yeah,
right?
something like that. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Oh, man. Okay, Man City versus Brighton. I'm surprised you didn't know that since you play so much Call of Duty.
I do know that. I knew that shit. I knew it was a British military thing. I just can't remember what
City, Brighton. Oh man, everyone's I've heard most people say De Zerbi could be the next City manager. So let's see if he can actually beat Pep first of all. But yeah, look, to be fair, Brighton, they're a great side. They've got some quality players. Man City, Pep knows they got to bounce back for this game. After we beat them last week, they lost to Wolves, knocked out by Newcastle. They've got to bounce back for this game. It'd be very tough, I think. But I'm pretty sure Rodri's back for them. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure Rodri's back.
Yes.
I reckon. I think everyone's fit for them. De Bruyne's, I think, is even back as well. So, unfortunately, I'm going to go with a Man City win. I reckon 3-1 at home for City.
3-1. What do you got, Dow?
I got my man Firmino 4-0. There's no way Brighton's scoring.
I'm
going
5-0. I think that Pep is going to be fuming.
Yeah,
coming back and Brighton are not very good defensively. They leak goals, so this is going to be something. Yeah. Oh, good, Yeti. Thank you.
Yeah, thank God. Ooh, those dogs should have a long swim. But he probably, I don't know. He may have
Drew,
sleeper
I don't
cells
know.
in America. Yet he's got cells all over, man. You got to look out.
Yeah.
Equivalent of US Marine.
He's got one sitting. He's got one sitting on my side, outside my house right now. Oh no, that's
no
just
shit.
the Amazon truck.
Be careful.
Okay.
Going forward. You might get a silencer in your face.
Right. Sorry. So Palace visiting Newcastle.
Josh is like, what did I get myself into?
Yeah, what is Josh? I'm never coming back.
Right, Newcastle Palace. Yeah, I think Newcastle have picked up their form massively. After I remember when they got battered by Brighton, Ferguson scored a hat trick, but ever since that PSG game, absolutely ripped apart PSG, ripped apart Sheffield United as well. I think they're definitely finding their form back now. Newcastle. To be fair to Palace, they're just a team that's just there in it. I don't think they'll have the right of going down this season. At the same time, I don't think they're going to really challenge for like Europe or anything like that. I think they're just like a mid-table team. Even without Zaha, they always get results somehow. Even with Roy back in charge. So, and they've got some decent players like Eze as well, Elise. So I'm going to go Newcastle win though. I think they have it pretty comfortably. I'm going to go with a clean sheet. Newcastle 3-0 home win for Newcastle.
Mm-hmm. Al, what do you got?
Everything Josh said, 3-0 Newcastle to me too.
Yeah, can we just say whatever Josh said? Yeah.
Whatever Josh said, ditto.
He broke it down. Yeah.
No, right. No, Newcastle to me are the informed team right now. Us and Newcastle. That they've been pounding teams. That PSG game was absolutely incredible. They absolutely destroyed them, and Mbappe was clueless. And I don't see any player, Crystal Palace, really, just going full in and getting around the midfield defense. I mean, we're talking about one of the best defenses in the league too with Newcastle. So yeah, 3-0 Newcastle. It's gonna be extremely difficult for Palace.
Yeah, I'm going 2-0 Newcastle. This is one of those that'll be a draw, and all three of us will lose.
1-1 or a Palace win.
Yep. The match of Saturday, in my opinion, we got Arsenal visiting Stamford Bridge. Josh, what do you got?
Yes, the big one. I'm confident, man. I'm very confident. I think we'll go there, and as I said, I think it'll be a pretty tight game. I think there'll be, as I said, lots of fouls as always is. London derby, but I reckon I'm going to go clean sheet as well for Arsenal. I think because we seem to have this thing playing really well away from home now and keeping clean sheets away from home, whereas at home we're leaking goals. Don't know what's changed because back in the day our home form was one of the best in the league, and it was away form which was the issue, but it sort of switched around. But yeah, I'm going to go with a 2-0 away win for us. I think we'll get the job done. Clean sheet as well, man.
Al, what you got?
This really is a tricky game, isn't it? Because Chelsea are in form. They've won, 3 out of their last 4, I think, including all competitions, including Europa League. Wow. I think I'm going to go 2-0 as well. The reason being is that we are not scoring goals in open play, but maybe this changes up because their defense is not that good, especially with Reece James out. 2-0.
Yeah. Okay. Fair. I'm going 2-0 too. I've been predicting that all week, so I'm sticking with 2-0 as well. Manchester United visiting Sheffield. Why? If you looked at this at the beginning of the season, you would know, like, oh yeah, no, this is absolutely going to be a Man United win. They're running away with it. But right now, you have to have the interesting conversation with the dumpster fire that's going on in Man United. But what do you got on this one, Josh?
Yeah, United are an absolute mess, shambles at the moment. But so is Sheffield United. Man, I really want to go Sheffield United winning this, but you know what? I reckon away from home, they could drop points United, but I'm going to go with a KG. I'm going to go KG 1-0 away win for Man United, I think.
Repeat of that Brentford or that Burnley game. Good Lord.
Oh,
Casermo's out too.
Disgusting. What?
Casermo's out.
Yeah.
I saw it last night. Yeah.
Ooh.
I don't know if that's true today, but last night at least they said he was out for that game. So that'll help Sheffield. I still think United have enough in the tank, man. I think I'm going to go 2-1 United.
And the chat's absolutely rinsing Man United. Wow.
Yeah, because we hate them, as we should. And I just think,
Yep.
you know, Marcus Rashford can easily score 2 goals against Sheffield.
Yeah.
I mean,
No, you get Rashford at the top of the box. He's crawling.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna go 2-1 Man United. Just they're bad, but it's not that bad, in my opinion. But we'll see. West Ham United visiting Aston Villa.
That's a good game.
Ooh.
That is a good game.
Yeah, I reckon Emery's going to take Emery masterclass for this one. Yeah, you know, I reckon Villa, you know, they've been so good under Emery, man. You know, the way he's transformed them to under Steven Gerrard, there was fighting relegation battle to then qualifying for the Conference League to then now most likely going to get Europa League because they'll probably win the Conference League. But yeah, you know, some of the players he signed like Moussa Diaby, Pau Torres, or Ollie Watkins just signed a new contract for them. He's a quality player. So yeah, I reckon. But you know, West Ham as well. We're under David Moyes. He's doing decent for them at the moment as well. So did they get a draw against Newcastle week?
Yeah, they did
2-2, weren't it? So you know what he's doing. It's going to be a great game, I reckon. Villa Park. I'm going to go with a high scoring game. Good evening. 3. West Ham 2.
All right. What do you got, Dal?
That's a real tough one to call. You're talking about 2 good managers, 2 teams that have fight in them, that, you know, want that 4th, 5th, 6th position. 3-2 is a good shout. But I'm going to go 3-2 the other way. I think West Ham will nick one at the end.
Yeah, I
And
don't
that's
think
just kind of for shits and giggles. I mean, I think both teams are equally as good and bad. So, yeah.
I think it's going to be a 2-2 draw. Now that I think about it, I predicted on Sarcasm City. I predicted a 2-1 West Ham win, but I think Aston Villa. I think I'm underestimating Aston Villa, so I'm going to go KG 2-2. It'll be exciting. It'll be a lot. No, it'll be a lot of fun. It'll be a lot of fun to watch, but we'll see. And then last but not least, Fulham visiting the shithole.
Yeah,
I hate these guys.
Yeah,
I cannot stand it.
Clip it.
Oh man, for me, right? I think I heard that Tottenham they're missing Basuma for the game, so that's a big
Yeah,
miss.
Basuma seeing red.
Yeah, so they're gonna have to go with I think Højbjerg in there. So
Yep.
I don't know if that affect them. I think Madison, he's been on fire for them. As I said, I wish we got him, man. I wish we got him to the Kai Havertz. We'd have got with 40 million. It would have been perfect for us. But yeah, Fulham, man, they miss Mitrovic so much. Honestly, like they miss Mitrovic so much. I think he's the main guy for them. And they've not been the same since he's left. So I'm gonna have to go with the Scum winning this. I reckon it'll be a pretty high scoring game. I reckon they'll probably keep a clean sheet. Vicario has been doing superb for them. 3-0 Tottenham win, unfortunately.
Yeah. Hate this team. Go ahead, Dal. I'll keep saying
2-1.
Yeah.
2-1 Fulham. I hate that team too.
it. You're going 2-1 Fulham?
Yeah.
All right. 2-1 Fulham.
Basuma's out. Basuma's out.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, no, it's all these people comparing Højbjerg to Rice and saying that he's just as good as Rice. That's what Spurs fans are saying.
You know, I mean, again, it's like Tottenham. Here we are, week 8, week 9, and they're still not really playing anybody.
Nope.
You know, so if they get
Well,
that
no, and
win,
it's going to
we're
continue
going
to
to
be
hear about it all weekend about how
way.
we're first and blah blah blah, and we beat Fulham and how, but they won't talk about how Fulham knocked them out of a cup competition.
They drew that game, Dal. They drew
Whatever. They got knocked. You had the draw, and then you got knocked out on penalties.
I don't care. That's a loss for me. I don't care. Call me American. I don't care. Yeah, unfortunately, Fulham just don't have enough in their team, even with Basuma out. James Maddison, man, I'll tell you though, right now, if James Maddison is injured for any extended period of time, Ange Ball goes down the toilet. Yeah, there's just too much. Tottenham have too much, unfortunately, and I don't see. This sucks. 3-1 Tottenham.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Ugh.
I could be shameless and go in the other direction, but I'm not gonna do it. I won't do it today. All right, so that's the predictions, guys. Big up everybody inside for throwing in your predictions. I will go back through and I will put your predictions into the infamous spreadsheet before Friday next week. But I think that's gonna about do it for our show. Big up everybody inside. Make sure that you smash the likes. I think we did get to our like goal, which was 35. Oh, we're at 32. If you're watching on playback, make sure that you're smashing that like. Get us up to 35 likes, people. Anthony asked, Anthony, I haven't even checked this, bro. I haven't even checked fantasy. I don't even want to know. I don't even want to know. Like, honestly, and if Anthony's asking me, that means he's probably in first place. Hold on, I'll check because yes, I did start a fantasy league and I have not talked about it a little bit.
Give it to him, Anthony. Gloat.
No, Anthony is absolutely cooking in the league. Yeah, no, he's in first place. That's why he's asking, Anthony. You're shameless, bro. Yeah. Hold on. Can I see that? Yeah. Anthony.
Yeah. Where did it go?
And then we got Jaminho in second. Declan Headlights Rice. That's the only reason I know that. That's Jaminho. And I'm in sixth.
Elias has third. Wow. I didn't even know Elias knew football.
Yeah, no. Elias doesn't know ball. I think he had an auto draft.
He has a help me button or something.
He has a help me button on there. Yeah, and I'm 28 in the sarcasm. I'm 28 in the Sarcasm City League too. I'm garbage. I am absolutely garbage.
I used to do those all the time when they were Yahoo and stuff, and I just stopped doing it because I would lose track. And
I want to do like the fantasy football, the way that Americans do it. Like I know the Premier League does it that way too. But like when I think fantasy, I think okay, you're gonna go and you're gonna draft players, and then
no.
But no, that's not how this works. So I'm like, all right, whatever. But yeah, whatever. I'm just an idiot that lives in America.
We're American idiots together, TJ, with our pal Josh.
Yeah, well, Josh is not American.
Well, no, but he's an official idiot now because he's been on.
He is an official idiot now because he didn't sit here. No, he just sat here for an hour and 15 minutes talking absolute garbage with us. So it's totally fine.
Right.
But big up Josh, everybody. Give Josh a round of applause. Josh is an absolute legend.
Thanks, guys. Thank you.
Absolute legend, man. Thank you so much for coming on, Josh. Shout out your channel out, man. Tell us when you're streaming next. I think you're going to be. Are you doing a watch along for this game?
Yes, watch along. First, I want to say thanks, TJ, Dow as well. Thanks so much for the invite. Thanks for letting me come on. Long overdue, I know, but yeah, really, really enjoyed it. And big up the chat as well. TJ, mate, your chat, they're all legends, man. Honestly, like, the stuff they come up with is just too funny. But yeah, big up everyone in the chat as always. But yeah, you can find me, literally True Gooner. Do daily Arsenal content. Watch along will be tomorrow. Match reaction, player ratings. I do a call-in show as well. So any fans welcome. I literally put the stream link in the chat, and then anyone can hop on and have their say about the game. And of course, I like to get other fans on. I do a podcast every Monday as well, getting many different types of fans on to have their say. And yeah, I'm on the road to 6K subscribers. Been doing it for 3 years. So yeah, on the road 6K subscribers. Once again, thanks for having me. Absolutely loved it. And come on the Gunners.
Yep, absolutely. Big up Josh every single time. Make sure that you go over there, you smash those likes up, you sub, you hit that notification bell. This guy knows his ball. Just it is what it is. I am an avid listener. Dow.
Yes. TJ.
What do you got going on, man?
Oh man, not much. What's going on here? Thanks for everyone showing up. I see all the OGs in the chat. Thanks again, Josh, for coming on the show. I'm glad that we were able to make it happen. It won't be the last time for sure.
It will not.
Yeah, I don't know, TJ. I'm a little more nervous about the game tomorrow because I know Chelsea's gone on a little bit of a win streak, but overall, I think we'll do what we have to do and get the dub. So,
yeah.
Happy Friday, everyone. Happy Friday evening. And I know another big weekend of football and another big weekend of getting on YouTube and talking about it. So I love it, man. It's good times.
It is good times.
Yeah, shout out to everyone in the chat. I see Tom Red, Yeti, AFC Always, Drew, Anthony, legends, Jaminho, Carl Rossi, I'm sure listening as well. Thanks again, TJ, for having me on.
No, absolutely, bro. Absolutely. This is our show. This is what we do. Yeah, guys, you can catch me match reaction with Dal on Saturday, and before I have to drive to Branson, so it'll probably be a quick one. I got a wedding gig in Branson, Missouri. Ugh. You want to tie?
I'll probably just hop on Josh's after yours then.
Yeah, go on Josh's after that. No, absolute asshole of America. But anyway, yeah. So yeah, Saturday match reaction.
Mhm.
Did I blank out there? Can you guys hear me?
No, I can hear you. There's
No.
Okay, yeah, Saturday. Okay, cool. You guys froze for a minute. Saturday match reaction. After the Chelsea game, I don't think I'm not going to be able to do a watch along there just because I have stuff I need to do beforehand, and during the match. But I will be watching the match. And then I believe after that, I'm not going to be back on until the following. I might. No. I completely forgot about this. Sorry. Monday night, I'll be over on the Staffy TV for a new show that he started up with me and Jacob from United Spurs of America called American Waffle. So go over there and watch American Waffle episode 2 and just watch me and Jacob scream at each other while Staffy sits back and collects views based off of me and Jacob going at it. Then Thursday we'll be back with our normal with the normal show over on Sarcasm City TV, 12 p.m. UK going into Friday. Me, Flawless, the Mendham United, and Arsenal Gunner Talk podcast. Rumor has it that Cam will be on for that one, so that'll be cool. And then obviously catch me all over the place. Sarcasm City, Tottenham away. Yeah, big up everybody. Come on, you Gunners. I'm thinking we're gonna win this one, guys. Come on, you Gunners. We will see you tomorrow. Let's go.